Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another video, and today we're gonna just take a look at some Ferraris. So yeah, do we need Hot Wheels Ferraris when we have Ferrari at home already? I don't know. I've never really gotten any 1/64 scale Barago Ferraris until now. These are officially licensed, by the way. Barago, if you may or may not know, is a company that's under the same thing as Matchbox Group, which is like Maisto. And they've had the exclusive Ferrari license for a long time. However, they did sublease it out to other diecast manufacturers to make Ferraris at a cost, I'm sure. But they had the exclusive license for some time, 10 years actually. Now it's coming home to Ferrari, or coming home to Hot Wheels rather. And I don't think Hot Wheels is going to have an exclusive license. So I think what's happening is we will get Ferraris from various other brands. But I wanted to show you, I guess, not that I wanted to show you. I mean, I wanted to take a look at some Barago Ferraris. And then I got this bonus not licensed TPC F355 to look at as well. This is not a Ferrari licensed product. So all this I purchased from AliExpress. So I'll try to put some links down below so you can see at least how much they cost if you're curious. And if you want to buy some stuff, you can go ahead and do that. And I may get like 50 cents, maybe. All right. So we're going to take a look at these Ferraris first. I think this is like the newest casting from them. We have the SP3. And then this F50, I think, is an older tooling. But this whole time, we've gotten Ferraris from Tomica Limited Vintage, Tomica Premium, Tomica Basic. There's been some other companies that have made some Ferraris. Tarmac Works have done some racing ones with IXO. And we've seen the Liberty Walk one from Inno64. So it's not like we didn't have any Ferraris that were coming out in diecast. However, I will say it is pretty cool now to get these. Wow, do you just pull this tab? I thought you could pull the tab and this thing would open. Apparently not. All right, we got to cut a sticker. So we've been getting Ferraris, just not Hot Wheels Ferraris. And Hot Wheels Ferraris are, of course, returning. And I think that's actually pretty cool that they're not getting an exclusive license so that we can get stuff from other brands. I like Hot Wheels. I still collect Hot Wheels, but like I said, I collect a lot of different brands, as you know from watching this channel. And if you don't, subscribe to the channel and you'll find out pretty quick. All right, we're going to start with this F50. Right off the bat, not really liking it, other than the fact it's got some suspension. That's pretty cool. The wheels look very generic and not very good at all. The base is plastic. That's okay. Don't really care about having a metal base necessarily if the car is full of detail. And this car has some detail. We've got a Ferrari logo up front, and we've got some headlights there that the graphics aren't the greatest. Little prancing horse there. Pretty good. And then we've got the rear's got taillights that are, well, not painted really. They're part of the color of the car, and the little back grille piece is painted black. And then we've got a plastic piece over the engine, which the engine is black. It's got some detail, but no like other detail other than molding detail. And this is clearly larger than 1/64 scale. So I will say that as well. So not impressed with this one. I'm hoping these newer ones are going to be better. I think this casting has been around for a bit from them. Funny thing is, this is almost the same size as, and I don't have it handy, or do I have it handy? I do have it handy, so I'm going to go grab it. Almost the same physical size as the Tomica Premium model, which I'm grabbing right now. Pretty close. Here's the Tomica Premium. Now, this is how you do plastic body, plastic wheels. This one does not have suspension. It's got like kind of an inserted headlight. And it's got, again, glass or whatever, plastic transparent engine cover, but no real detail in the engine that you can see in there. It's actually got a little bit. You just can't really see it very well. And then we've got this, where this situation in the rear looks quite a bit better and more premium as well. So there is this option for an F50 as well. Not many people have made the F50. Hot Wheels made an F50. It's not the greatest either. This would probably be like your best one that I know of. And it is in 1/62 scale. And it's smaller, actually, than even this is, which I believe this claims to be 1/64, and it's clearly not. So, suspension, cool. Some of the details, okay. It's got side mirrors. This one does not. So I guess that's cool. But overall, not a great casting. This one's much better, but it is what it is. All right, next is the Ferrari Daytona SP3. I'm kind of stoked to check this out. We are going to get an SP3 from BBR, which are BBR castings, I believe, are all manufactured by Mini GT. So we're going to get this car as basically a Mini GT in the near future. I think it's pretty much already out. The first color it's coming out in is yellow. Excuse me. So I'm excited for that, to see that. We'll check that out. I'm interested to see, though, what's the quality of this one right here. It's funny when the most premium brand goes and pairs up with Matchbox Group, which does not make even close to the most premium diecast. All right, this one I'm already liking quite a bit better. So it's got suspension. It does have suspension. And it's got rubber tires. Plastic base, 1/64 scale according to this. I don't know what the size of this real car is. But I would guess it might be right, actually. It might be pretty close. It does seem like it may be a little big. But that's going to be hard to say until we get that. I mean, it's a little two-seater. So it shouldn't be too big. But, you know, cars are bigger. Modern cars are bigger than older cars, it just seems. So it probably is close to 1/64 scale. We will know once we get the BBR, because that will be 1/64 scale. This thing is actually pretty darn nice. Like, really is nice. So this is more modern Burago, which some of the Burago castings that are newer, some of the Chinese cars and stuff like that, they make some Chinese makes and models. They're really, really premium. And this is kind of like those, or a lot closer like those. The paint feels a lot higher quality. It's got a metallic look to it, which I think is accurate to the vehicle. And all these little, like, plastic protrusions just make the car look pretty realistic and pretty darn good. Let's check it out in white. So this is a winner. That is a cool one. I would recommend it for sure. I don't know when we're going to see a Hot Wheels one of these, but I you know, a basic Hot Wheels is not going to be as good as this. It just isn't going to be. Right? Because we're not going to get the rubber tires and all that stuff. We're not going to get the realism. So that's not going to be as cool as this. Even if we got like an RLC piece, I would, you know, is that even going to be as good? I don't know. Hard to say. All right. Then we got it in a pearl white. And I will say that this looks quite good as well. Definitely good. So, again, we got rubber tires. Let's take a look at that. Little blotch there that kind of resembles the branching horse. And that is the right thing to say, right? Yeah. Daytona. I kind of like the way this car looks. I think it looks kind of cool. Not my favorite Ferrari from a look standpoint, but kind of alien-like. But it does look kind of cool. I really like the rear end of it. I think that looks awesome. Those straight lines across. Reminds me of a Testarossa, which I think is pretty cool. So this casting is... Whoa, hang on. Hang on. Do we have an opening hood? I almost didn't even notice that. Why do we have an opening hood? I mean, there wouldn't be an engine in there, right? Because is the SP1... No, it's... Yeah, it's the engine would be in the back, right? It's not an electric car, is it? Luggage in the front. We've got an opening for luggage in the front. Why? What's the purpose of that? I don't know, but I will tell you, I mean, they did a pretty good job. The gaps are not crazy in it, and I almost didn't even realize it was there until it kind of popped open on its own while I was playing with the car. So this is a quality unit right here. I am digging that. I think that is actually quite good. This is actually quite bad. This is actually quite good. So that's Barago for you. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. Oh, I just noticed something weird though too. Oh, that's really strange. I don't know if that's going to come across on the camera. Okay, when you look at this straight on, this window looks crystal clear, no issues. When you tilt it to the side, it almost looks like it's shattered. I don't know if you can see that really well. Can you see that? See, like this? That looks shattered. That looks fine. Shattered. I almost thought I broke the windscreen. That is really strange. Very weird. All right, just on that one. It's not on this one. That does not do that effect. But this one looks like the window is shattered at a certain angle, which is very strange. Never seen that before in Diecast, so that's a new one. But like I said, all in all, this is pretty good. I'd get this under the camera and take some cool pictures of it, and I probably will. Okay. Next is... I'm sorry for my kind of scratchy throat here. Let's move this to the side. Let's take a look at TPC, simulated car mode, simulated alloy car mode. Why wouldn't that say model? Is it supposed to say this is my second TPC? I got it. I have another one, right? I think I've got another one from TPC. And I think it said mode as well. So maybe they're having AI design their packaging. I don't know. AI tends to not be able to spell when it does images, but for some reason can spell really good when it does words. I don't get it, but well, whatever. Again, sorry. All right. Ferrari F355, or just a F355. By the way, these are limited to 666 pieces. That's an odd one to choose, buddy. But I guess you're dealing with the devil when you're making Ferraris unlicensed, so let's check this bad boy out. I don't even know why I bought this, because I do have a very nice version of an F355 that is licensed. And we're going to look at it in a second to compare. But we get it in an acrylic case. That's nice. It's screwed down to the base. 2 screws. I hate when they do 2 screws. Ugh, that's annoying. It's much better with a peg and 1 screw. Does this one have an opening engine compartment? It almost looks like it does. We'll have to explore that. All right. Screws out. I'm going to see if this thing rolls. Okay, yeah, now I remember having one of these, because they put these rubber grommets on here that kind of hold the screws in, which I guess is nice. I want to say there's one other brand that does this. FY, Fin Classically, or FY Model does this. I'm pretty sure they do this. I'm pretty sure they do. So these are probably manufactured by the same people. And that's the thing with these brands in China that have like several different brand names and stuff. You just don't know. I mean, they all probably are made by the same people, I would imagine, or the same group of people. So this does not open. At least it doesn't appear to open. But it does feel like I could rip it off. So it almost is like it's glued in. I've had some weird Lamborghinis that I've gotten from this brand. Oh, there's another rubber donut thing here. Got stuck to the bottom. I've had some Lamborghinis from this brand where I've thought that the back opened and I'd ripped the back right off and then had to glue it back in place. So I'm not going to do that. This is screwed together. We could take it apart and explore further, but we're just not going to do that. And it does not roll. With some modification, we might be able to get it to roll, but it doesn't roll. It's got brakes in there, which are kind of cool, I guess. And it almost wants to roll. The tire just rubs against the fender well. Both of them, which gives it a nice ride height, I guess. That would be the argument for that. We've got side mirrors. They have the reflective sticker on there, which I could live with or without. The interior does seem to be supremely detailed, which, again, is cool, but not like a necessary thing. And, of course, this did get a Ferrari logo, which is really just a blotch up front. And right there. Looks like the horse gained a little weight there on the front. Doesn't quite look right. So, yeah, this is a not licensed vehicle, and you can kind of tell, right? It's decent, though. It's decent. It's not bad. See, look at that. It looks like that top piece. Like I could push it down or pull it off, and I'm just not going to mess with it anymore. But let's take a look at what would be the gold standard for this car, which would be the Tomica Limited Vintage. And that is this guy right here. This one's got suspension. It's got suspension. It's a TLV. It's a Tomica Limited Vintage Neo. There's your horse up there. I guess the horse doesn't look all that much more detailed on this one either. And then here's the back. Looking pretty good. This one is metal on metal. So the base is metal, the body's metal. It's riveted together. It is a little gem. The back opens to reveal a very detailed engine compartment, which is very nice. We'll close that guy. Close is nice. You can almost not even tell that it's an opening part. Now, this one, I will give this one points because I think this back piece is plastic, and it is. And it's got the slots in it so that you can kind of see in there. And I guess if we get a little crazy here, we might be able to peek in and try to see if there's a motor in there. And I think that there is. So if we were to rip this off, which I almost want to do, because I know I can just glue it right back in place. No, we're not breaking it. I'll leave it like it is. It appears there might be an engine under there. There was in the Lamborghini. When I ripped that off, there was an engine on there. And I was like, why did they even put that there if they weren't going to make an opening piece? It's just weird. Maybe they wanted to leave it open for possibilities later. But this thing is just a little gem. It's very much a gem. It may not be the most detailed. It doesn't have the brakes. Okay, you can't see the discs in there. At this scale, that's almost give or take for me. I like it, I guess sometimes. It does look cool. Like that does look pretty cool back there, but in no way does this not look cool. And this just feels like so much nicer. It's a lot more expensive though too, I think. Quite a bit more expensive. This one's probably like $25 or something like that shipped to your house. These are like 50 or something like that. These are expensive. The Tomica Limited Vintage ones are expensive. But these are kind of gold standard for some of the Ferrari models. All right. That's it for this video. We didn't look at too many cars, and we kind of dragged this out a little bit. But hopefully you enjoyed. So I'm just curious. I mean, you think that Hot Wheels got the license back? You think it's cool? I think it's cool only because I don't think it's exclusive. If it was exclusive to Mattel, I would be slightly angry about it. But because I do not think it's exclusive, I'm pretty sure it's not, because there's a lot of Ferraris coming out, which makes it seem that Ferrari is starting to, now they don't have this exclusive license, they went down this road, and now they're kind of like, you know, maybe it is cool to let brands make models of our cars. Huh? Maybe that is a good thing. Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe they learned something from like Lamborghini, because Lamborghini lets almost anybody make their models, I think, and the kids, you know, you got to get the kids into that stuff. The kids eventually, you never know, they grow up, they get rich. They may want to buy some stuff like from you. Might be a good idea to, you know, be cool to kids. So now how do you do that? Well, model cars. Very simply. All right. Anyway, plus just the lack of quality from the other brands. Now, this is really good. This is really good. But the majority of Ferrari castings from Burago look not good. This is really good. So they were going to get there. They were going to get there. And who knows? You know what? Maybe they will keep making them. Because I think, like I said, the license is just not exclusive anymore. And it appears that they're providing it to more people. Someone else will let me know if I'm wrong. But I hope that's the case. That is best case scenario for us collectors. So let's hope that is the case. All right. Thank you guys very much for watching. This will be in the import/premium Diecast playlist where I have tons more of this content. So check it out. And of course, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun, happy HS, and have a great day. Thank you.